Nestled in the Rocky Mountains, Folsom Field in Boulder. We will find out a whole lot more about these teams as Week 1 showdown here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Illinois Fighting Illini and the Colorado Buffaloes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Nestled into the gorgeous mountains in Boulder, Colorado, Folsom Field is a spectacular viewing venue for college football. The new coach has it rocking and rolling. Folsom Field continues to build on their tradition of the Buffaloes football team. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. So Illinois' kicker headed to the football to start this 2026 season. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Young. That keeps the running game churning. Pickup of 5 to the 23.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground with the running back. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. They want to run this quarterback. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. Let's talk for a second about Illinois. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the... receivers and the rest of the offense that forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Wants to throw. It's Hauser. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. And he's going to have to drive this ball into the teeth of the wind. Solid punt. Headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. The Buffs offense ready to begin this drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Looking for room at the 40. Turning it on! And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Not overly complicated, not something the OC spent the whole summer designing. I take the ball and I toss it to my fast guy, get him on the perimeter, block it up good. My wide receivers commit to blocking, and boom, make a big play.
Lewis. He uncorks one deep. Upstairs to make the catch. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
That's a nice job by the offense there on their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls, and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. He'll bring it out. It's Valentine. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 25, exactly where he would have been if he'd taken the knee. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass, it's Hauser. Fires to the wideout. The short hands, it's Perry. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Looking to the big tight end. On target to the left. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
He leaves it with his back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
To the air on second down. Caught. Big guy tries to barrel in. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Defense wants to bring the heat. Looking for a man. It's Hauser. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. Inside, it's Young. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough, and there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback. Stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the 1st down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute. They do it. Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Lewis on the play action. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. He's at the 20. Touchdown Illini. And they turn it into a defensive score. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Colorado offense comes out to go on the attack. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Running inside, it's Young. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Off the RPO, complete. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. From the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Comes out ready to go to work. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Flips it out to the back. And he goes down right there, and it'll be a loss on the completion.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Scanning the field, it's Hauser. Got his man! And they're able to get him down. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups, Reese. I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Play action with Lewis. Throws to the wideout. Connection to the right. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
A That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off play action. Under fire. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got him downfield. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play has this offense in business.
And I really love the idea of this guy running crossing routes, right, guys? He's got the speed to separate from defenders, but if you can put it out in front of him on the run, he's going to catch that thing and turn it up, and you saw all the yards after catch on that one. That was a big-time play, really nice play design for a guy with tremendous speed.
The Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Young. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
Quick release on the RPO. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, let him go get yards.
Here's Lewis to throw. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
The run inside. It's Young. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Now the Illini calling a timeout there first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Lewis from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Buffs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they tacked on the extra point. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Fielded in the end zone. It's Valentine. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. From the gun, the running back has it. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Hauser. Makes the grab. It's Perry. The Buffaloes calling their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Throwing, Lewis. Finds his man. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Spits it out to the back. Got a man. It's Young. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. Colorado will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout here. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Now on 1st down from the 30. Lewis to throw. Lofts one high and deep. And he's got it inside the 35. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
Well, it didn't take long for this guy to leave his impact in the game, guys. With that catch, this guy's already over 100 yards in the game, and we're not even done the first half.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Lewis. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Touchdown, Colorado! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Valentine. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Looking down the middle. That's caught. It's Dixon. A little excitement there to wrap up the first half, and that'll pad the stats as we go to the break. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with a look at Virginia Tech taking on the number 15 team, the USC Trojans. And it's the Hokies looking to bounce back from a Week 1 loss. They lead it here in the first half. We'll see how things progress. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Illinois will get things going as the offense comes out onto the field. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Illinois now staring at a 3rd and short. Looking to pass. It's Boyd. Here's a heat. And it's a sack. That blitz from the defense completely wrecked the offense's chance there on 3rd and 1.
Great job by the defense. Good timing. Great job bringing extra bodies. Now, listen, you're thinking run on 3rd and 1, but you play pass if you need to. Great job adjusting, seeing that it was a pass play, getting to the QB, getting the sack, forcing a 4th down.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Running inside. It's Young. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Play fake, Lewis. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Intercepted. That is just what this defense needed. Got some room to run. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Illinois. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. On the move from inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 31 after a nice return. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Lewis on the play action. That's caught. It's Atkins. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Young. Got enough for the first. Running it inside the 30 and finally out of bounds at the 27.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And you can tell that the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, no.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
Offense going to be challenged to protect on 3rd down after that last sack. From the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. Working that left side. And it's complete at the 6. Defense right there, but now they're backed up with a goal-to-go situation. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Play action with Lewis. Bringing the heat. And down he goes.
We just need better execution on offense right now. Not able to get it done on 1st down, and now they give up a sack. If you're the head coach right now, you might want to think about a timeout, make sure your guys have their minds right.
And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? The play action fake. It's complete on the right side. They found a way to get in the rug, but he has stopped short, and it'll be 4th down. That play didn't have much of a chance to get the 1st down. Good job by the defense keeping everything in front.
Great job keeping everything in front, and most importantly, making the tackles. Dropping back deep, knowing it's 3rd and long, but I got to get the guy on the ground and rally to the football. Nice job by the defense.
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And now they take the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Valentine. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Handoff to the single back. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking to throw, it's Hauser. Dumps it to the back. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
The Fighting Illini facing a 3rd and long to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. Goes down immediately, but he's got plenty and a fresh set of downs here.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man. It's Perry. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
If you're going to attack and have success against man coverage, then you've got to have great timing between the quarterback and the wide receiver. Really nice rapport. You could tell these two have been spending a lot of time this offseason throwing to one another.
They just keep firing. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
They were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Looking downfield, it's Hauser. Going to take a shot. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too.
This running back is a big weapon in the passing game, and it's not just checkdowns, but he can run vertical routes. You saw it there. Nice job by the O-line, giving the QB time from the pocket to deliver that strike. But this running back is special. He's got a lot of tools in the toolbox. Really nice play design and a big-time pass and catch for this offense.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And they went right back to the well, and that is a big-time answer from the defense after giving up the explosive play.
Yeah, it's a great job in sudden change, right, Reese? You give up the big one, the play before, so you hustle down, you get lined up. You have no idea what's coming next, but great individual effort by the defender to get to that QB.
He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And, man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
And they've converted their first 2 third-down opportunities, but a 3rd and long is a different animal. He's looking downfield to throw. Makes the grab. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
I love that from this offense. 3 is good. You're in field goal range, but now we're set up with 1st and goal because of great 3rd down execution by this offense. Stay aggressive. Even when you get in this part of the field, when everything shrinks and gets a little bit harder, you still want to be aggressive.
From the red zone, it's Valentine. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. They move on top here in the 4th.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
And he makes the extra point. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Bucs offense ready to begin this drive. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 for the 1st down.
I love the play called running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff.
Makes the grab in their space. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was...
Maybe some room here. Got enough for the 1st. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a 1st down on every single play they run.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
Here's Lewis to throw. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. 3rd down from the gun, Lewis. Out of the backfield, he's open. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing the football. He's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. And the Buffaloes will have it 1st and 10.
job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch. In those big moments and right before the half, in the fourth quarter, late in the game, just like right here, you need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
He'll bring it out. It's Valentine. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. From the gun, running back on the move.
All right, you're at a point in the game now where you've got to go. You need to get down the field and score points. I'm all for running the football, but in this part of the field, you now got to start kicking it into overdrive, start taking some shots and gaining up some yards.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Hauser. They'll run the screen. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Screen pass just not working there. And you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that's a play the quarterback would love to have back. Late in the game, trailing by only 1 possession on 4th down, it looked like there was a window to put that football in, to get the catch, keep the drive going. The quarterback has an inaccurate pass. It falls incomplete, and that is probably going to do it.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Now the Illini calling a timeout there first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. The Buffaloes enter the final minute of play trying to run out the clock. They'll go right back to the run. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Illinois uses its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. And he reels it in for a touchdown, and that just might seal it.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game, and guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. Coming out with it, it's Valentine. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Dropping back, it's Hauser. Here's a throw downfield late. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. Escapes the pressure to his right. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Illinois lining up quickly. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. After this, it'll be a wrap. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's taking the deep shot. And that pass will be incomplete, and time has run out on this game. They get a big win here and start the season on